Hey, YouTube. Trying to get my little stuff together over here. Make sure you guys can see me loud and clearly and hear me loud and clearly. Okay. Just want to see what angle. Okay, perfect. I'm going live on multiple platforms, y'all. So bear with me. Hey, you guys. Hello, Facebook. Hello, YouTube. Hello, TikTok. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I am here for your daily dose of the morning pour. And so, this is going to be a new series that I am going to do Monday through Friday. And I don't know how long I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it until God says otherwise. Okay. So, y'all come on in the room. I may have some people come in, may not. I want to introduce myself to some of my new followers. I have followers in on all different platforms, new ones. So hello TikTok. Let me know where you guys are tuning in from. Hello Facebook. If you've been rocking with me for a while, let me know where you guys are tuning in from. And hello YouTube. Y'all let me know in the comments where you guys are tuning in from. Also, as we get started, you guys, I want you guys to um also, because this is a morning show, right? Some people may be getting dressed, some people may be on the road to work. Whatever that thing is, this is a place where we are going to get inspired for the day, right? Because so often on Mondays, like Mondays is just one of them days, like you dread and you like the weekend is over with already. Like what? It's the weekend. I think personally, the weekend should be like the week time, the 5 days, and the work days should be 2 days. But hey, neither here or there. That's not how life is set up, right? So on Monday morning, we have to get up and get to going, especially those that work a job. And even if you don't work a job, I'm working now, right? This is my job. And so I had to get up. And so, being that we up, right, one of the first things that I do is I thank God for waking me up to see a brand new day. And so, if you are watching me live, which I don't see anybody yet, right? And so that's what happens, y'all. Sometimes you do something and you have all the best intentions, and you're like, nobody show up. And that's okay. You still do what you're supposed to do, right? So if you are watching, I want you to let me know what you're thankful for this morning, and thank God this morning in the comments. Thank God for what you are thankful for, whether it's life, whether it's a brand new day to continue to operate in the purpose that God has given to you, whether it's waking up to a roof over your head, because somebody didn't have a roof over their head when they went to bed last night, and they didn't have one over their head when they woke up this morning, right? So be grateful for that thing. And so, let me know in the comments what you guys are grateful and thankful for. Hello, hey son, how are you? And so, let me stop being rude. My name is Cheryl Mazique, you guys. I am the CEO and creator of Ladies of Faith Over Fear. And I help women to heal from the inside out with workbooks, online courses, events, and amazing supplements. You guys, I have personally lost 50 pounds on all natural products, but this show is specifically about uplifting and inspiring those to get up and get going and get into moving today, right? So we have some people coming in. And you guys may be getting dressed. I want this to be a show where you guys can get that inspiration that you need to get up and get going today, right? So don't forget to drop in the comments what you guys are thankful and grateful for this morning. And so on today, I want to inspire you guys to um know that Mondays set the tone for your week, right? Mondays set the tone for your week. And sometimes a lot of people dread Mondays because they're like, I got to go back to this place. I don't like this place of work. I don't like my boss. I don't like, hey, girl, Marie, how are you? I don't like nothing about this place, right? You could be on your entrepreneur journey and like, look, I'm ready to fully walk in my purpose and do what I'm supposed to do. But guess what? That job may be necessary in this season. That job may be the thing that God is giving you to build that thing that He has called you to build. And so that very job that you are complaining about could be something that you were praying about in a season. You were praying and asking God to allow you to get hired at that job in that season. And because things have shifted for you, it has now come from, thank you, sis. It has now come from a place of aggravation instead of a place of gratefulness. And so gratefulness is one of those things that just turn your whole attitude around. You could be frustrated about something, and then you have to turn that thing into, God, I thank you for this, right? So I want you guys to have that intention on Monday morning to say, okay, this is a brand new week, right? I'm not going to allow what happened on last week to stop me from moving forward in this week with new graces, right? I am going to go in with a positive attitude, a positive mindset of, this is going to be an amazing week. I'm not going to focus on what these people got going on up in here, but I'm going to focus on what it is that God has told me to do, right? Because sometimes God puts you in a place, all right? He put you in a place to be that light in that place. Every time because I've been full time in business for the last 3 years, right? But every job that I worked on in entrepreneurship, I asked God, what is the reason for me being at this job, right? Who life am I supposed to impact while I'm here? And I focus on that because it's so easy to get caught up in the office politics. It's so easy to get caught up in what people are doing or how people, maybe running their mouth, in the office. And so you have to keep your mindset on, what am I supposed to be doing in this season, in this place, right? Where God has me. And so I want to encourage you guys to know that, take the good out of everything that you're doing. Take the good out of everything that you're doing. Let me give you guys an example, right? So when I was in corporate, I had a job. I was great on the job. I worked the job for a good little while. Sometimes when you work a job, you're like, oh, I got this. This will have to be a breeze, right? You like your boss, you like your coworkers, y'all vibe really well, and then things start to shift, right? So I had a moment where things shifted. The boss was no longer the boss anymore, had a new boss, right? And still was doing everything that I was supposed to be doing. But that boss just didn't like me. She just did not like me. I guess maybe it was because of the light that I have, right? Because guess what? Some people don't like the light that you have, that you possess, right? And they want to dim your light. Okay. And I said, okay, God, all right, I see it, I get it. But I must continue to be me, right? And so that woman was trying to find everything it was, right? Whether I logged on 2 minutes late, it was a problem. Whether I, did anything, she was looking for something, right? I didn't do anything I wasn't supposed to do, but she was always looking for something, okay? And so what I did was, I continued to be me. I continue to show up. I continue to do what God has called me to do in that season. I continue to kill them with kindness, right? Because kindness, right? Light always outshine darkness. Light always come through the darkness. So you have to know that you got to continue to shine regardless. And God removed me out of that situation where I was in a better situation. But I didn't go in the mindset of, I'm gonna quit this job, right? I'm gonna allow this person to allow me to walk off of a job that I know that I needed in that season, right? I couldn't allow that to be I couldn't allow that to be, what it is that I was going to do. A lot of times we operate in the flesh. Okay. So if I was operating in the flesh at that job, yeah, I would have walked away. I would have walked away before it was time for me to go, before it was time for me to complete my assignment. But I had to, take that thing to God, right? I started to fast. I started to pray. I started to, worship and make sure when I go into that place of employment, right, I didn't allow the environment to taint me, but I continue to be myself. I continue to show up. I continue to do my job. I continue to do what God has told me to do in that season at that job. And I ain't worried about that. Right. So I just want to encourage you guys, whoever may be frustrated on this morning about waking up to go to that job, turn that frustration into gratitude. Right. Turn that frustration into gratitude and know that, hey, I'm grateful. I'm grateful that I woke up this morning to see a brand new day. I'm grateful that I have a job to go to because somebody is praying for that very thing that you're complaining about this morning. If you woke up with a complaint on your mind, you with the bed with a complaint on your mind, and you woke up with that same complaint, guess what? Somebody is praying for that thing that you're frustrated and complaining about, right? So shift that into gratitude. I want y'all, don't forget, as you coming in, come in the comments and put what you are grateful and thankful for this morning, right? You have to shift that into that gratitude. So that thing that you're complaining about, it could be your house, right? I'm tired of this house, right? But God, I thank you for my house. I'm tired of this car. But God, I thank you for this car. This car is giving me all kind of issues. Every time you look around, something is going wrong with the car. But God, I thank you for my car because I have a ride to take me from point A to point B. Somebody is praying for that ranky dinky car, right? So you have to really have that mindset of, I thank you, God. Father God, I thank you, right? Because that will really shift your mindset from where you are to where you desire to be. So when you're in a place of wanting to give up, I want to give you guys a scripture, which is one of my favorite scriptures that I love to always fall back on, and that's Philippians 4 and 13. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Because sometimes we want to give up. And sometimes I find myself, moving like it's nobody but the strength of God, right? Because, when you wear multiple hats, like most women and most men, right? But for me, I can only speak from a woman's perspective. I wear multiple hats, right? I am a wife, I'm a mommy, I am a full time caregiver to my children, right? I also homeschool them. I also run a business, right? So I have multiple hats. And sometimes when you have multiple hats, you can be frustrated because you feel like you're all over the place. And then multiple hats, like I always like to joke with my kids, like I'm the cafeteria lady, right? I'm the school teacher, I'm the principal. I'm doing all these different things in the homeschool aspect because I am, right? And you got to take one hat off and do this job, right? And you got to take that hat off and do something else. And sometimes it takes a lot, right? And that's why it's so important to make sure that you're pouring back into yourself because you cannot give from an empty cup, y'all. Okay. So that's the main thing I do. Good morning, Miss Vanessa. That's the main thing that I do, you guys. I help women to pour back into themselves because as women, as caregivers, we give so much to where sometimes we give to others before we give to ourselves. We got to make sure that in the morning time, you start your day off with pouring back into you, right? Because you can't give from depletion. What does depletion mean? Nothing's there to give, right? So we can only give from the overflow that we have. So we got to make sure, good morning, Tanya, we got to make sure that we are pouring back into ourselves, okay? So what does that look like? For me, that look like when I get up in the morning, I'm thanking God for waking me up to see a brand new day. Okay. It also looks like I'm gonna read my word, right? Look, I got my Bible over here. I'm reading my word. Okay. I also put on some worship music because I want to saturate the atmosphere, right? I want to praise God. I want to worship, right? And so that helps me to be right in my mind, right? So that when I start my day off, I'm not trying to tell nobody off, right? Which that's not my normal personality know-how. But hey, sometimes people can take you there, okay? But it's just in a place of I'm in a calm state. I'm starting the day off. Good morning, Ashquar. How are you? I'm starting the day off with just that mindset of, okay, today is going to be a good day, right? Who life am I going to impact on today, right? Because y'all, if you personally know me, you know that I'm a person of great character. I'm a person that really wants to love on you, right? If you allow me to love on you, I'm the person that's really going to speak life into you, right? And help pull that greatness out of you because sometimes you need help to have that greatness come up out of you, right? You already know that you are created for greatness. A lot of people don't know that. But those that know that they're created for greatness, sometimes it's kind of hard to see it. And sometimes you need that help, right? To allow that pour to come out, right? And so that's what I love to do. And so I just want you guys to know as you, oh, hey, from Pakistan, my brother. I just want you guys to know that if God wakes you up, that means he is not through with you yet. Okay. He is not through with you yet. You have purpose on the inside of you. I don't care what you're going through. You could be at the lowest of the lowest of the lowest point that you could possibly be. Know that you have purpose on the inside of you. And somebody is waiting on you to recognize that you have purpose on the inside of you. Y'all, life is going to happen. Okay. Can I be a little honest with you guys? Can I be a little transparent with you guys? Right. So I'm personally going through something. I'm in a hotel, right? I'm in a hotel. For the last prior 2 weeks, I went to go visit my daughter. She had just had a baby. And I was there for 2.5 weeks. I come back home and our house is flooded with water, right? So I could be frustrated because all the stuff, in our home was affected. I could be in a place of, pissed off, but I'm not, right? I'm in a place of, okay, God, I understand that you must be trying to do something here, right? But guess what? I still got a roof over my head. I'm in a place, right? I'm not under the bridge. I'm not in a place outside. I'm not in a shelter, right? I'm in a nice hotel. I'm in a home away from home, but I'm still grateful in the midst, right, of the circumstance. And so my goal was to go live every single day. I was like, okay, God, I wanted to go live. I was like, okay, how am I going to do this? And so God was like, you can still do what you're doing. You're just doing it in a different place, right? And so I'm still going forth. That could be something that the enemy could have used to, like, okay, you're not at home, you're in a different environment, right? I got a whole setup on this in the hotel, right? I'm on 3 different platforms. You still have to go forth no matter what happens in life, because guess what? There's that person, it's that woman that needs me to show up so that I can show her that, hey, you can still show up no matter what you got going on. Life is going to life. Things are going to happen. But if God still puts something on the inside of you and they just keep tugging at you and tugging at you and tugging at you, like, I know that there's more. I know that there's something that I need to do, but I don't know how to do it. Guess what? There's somebody that's going to teach you how to do it. I teach women how to heal from the inside out. I also help women in another way, right? To help them tap into making income as they are pouring into themselves. That's what I do. And I love to do that. But I won't be able to reach the people that I need to reach if I'm in a shell, if I pull back, if I don't do what I need to do, if I allow life circumstances to stop me from doing what God has called me to do. So I want to encourage you to know that you may be at your lowest point. Pray. God hears you. He really does. God answers prayers, y'all. He really, really does. Sometimes he tarry, right? Which means it may take long. But one thing that I do know for sure, God answers prayers. It may not be answered when you desire for it to be answered, but he does answer prayers, right? Good morning, sis. Good morning, you guys. God answers prayers. And if you believe that God answers prayers, I want you to put in the comments, God answers prayers. Because guess what? He hears you. The place that you're sitting in life now, part of it you probably prayed for years ago. You probably pray for that house that you're sitting in. You probably pray for that car that you're driving. You probably pray for that child that you're holding. You probably pray for that business that you are operating in. You prayed for it at some point. God didn't give it to you right when you prayed for it. When did he give it to you? He maybe gave it to you years later. So remember that when life is lifing, God is still guiding and he hears you. He got you. He will cover you in the midst of. And so, if you enjoyed this live on this morning, I will be back Monday through Friday. Let this be the place where you get your morning pour. Let this be the place where you get that motivation and inspiration to start your day with a place of gratitude, with a place of thanksgiving, with that motivation that you need to be the light that God created you to be, right? Because sometimes, like I said, your place of environment where you work might be a place of darkness. You be the light. Shine. Allow that light to shine, right? So make sure that you come back to see me on tomorrow. I will be back live tomorrow at the same time, 6:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. Make sure that you come back with a place of a heart of thanksgiving and gratitude. Let me know how your day went on today, on tomorrow, and make sure that you follow me if you're just popping in on my live on TikTok or on Facebook or Instagram. Follow me, you guys. I would love to get to know you guys, right? So make sure you like, subscribe. I'm on 3 different platforms, y'all. Like, subscribe, follow, comment, okay? Yes, God answers prayers. God answers prayers. And know that today is going to be an amazing day. All right, I'm going to give you guys a challenge. I want you to write out a goal that you have for this week, okay? Write out a goal that you have for this week, and I want you to speak life over that goal. Because remember, there is power in your mouth. There is power in your mouth. There's life in the tongue, right? So what you speak, it will transpire. So you have to be careful on what you speak, right? The words that come out your mouth is what transform your world. So be careful what you speak. If you one of the people that's always saying I'm broke, guess what? You're gonna constantly be broke because that's what you're speaking over your life. I need you to change your language. This is a place that's going to make you want to grow, right? This is a place that's going to make you want to do better, want you to become, want you to evolve because there's life and death in the tongue. And we're not speaking no death over here. It's nothing but life over here. It's nothing but growth over here. It's nothing but God's greatness and goodness over here. All right. So I want you to write out that goal, speak life over that goal, and watch God move. Watch God move in your life. All right. So make sure you like, subscribe. All right. Let me know if this impacted you on today. Put a one in the comments. All right. Put a one in the comments if you enjoyed this on today. I'll be back tomorrow, same place, same time. I feel like I'm forgetting to tell y'all something. I don't know. Oh, yes. If you like more information, I think I put in the little link things, I put the descriptions of how you guys can connect with me. If you would like to get more information on how you can start your health and wellness journey and make an extra stream of income from home, from your cell phone, from anywhere in the world, you can go to Cheryl Mazique, CHERYLMAZIQUE.com, and that will give you all the information, right, on how you can partner with me. And any other information, you can click the link in my bio in all of these platforms, and you can go to my link tree and you can see other ways where you can join me. You can join our challenge. I do a challenge every single month called the Fill Your Cup First Challenge, where we're going to help you with tools and resources as a woman. I'm sorry, men. Y'all not my ministry right now, but with the women, I'm going to show you how to pour your cup, right? To fill your cup. And we talk about all about the health and wellness journey, but you're also going to get a sprinkle of God in it because it just is what it is, right? If you're dealing with me, you're gonna deal with Jesus, right? We serve Jesus, we serve Yahweh, we serve Yeshua over here. All right. So I'm Team Jesus. All right. So you're gonna get some sprinkle of that. All right. So I thank you guys for joining this morning. Don't forget to like, follow, comment, and connect. Right. Know that today is going to be an amazing day on purpose. Why? Because you're going to be intentional about making today an amazing day on purpose. All right. And just smile at somebody today. You never know who may need that smile, who may be going through something, and your smile might just shift their world. All right. So have an amazing day, you guys. I'll be back tomorrow, same place, same time. So put your notifications on, and I look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow. All right. Talk to you guys later. Let me close all these out. Bye, TikTok. See you later, YouTube.